It is the Flow Friday Night Sports Show, and time for us now to have a look at what's gone on in Lower Yorke Peninsula Cricket. Interesting round of matches last week. In the thick of the action was Adam Pitt. He joins us right now. G'day, mate. How are you?
How are you, Reg?
Going all right. Your boys went about as close to a loss as you could possibly muster last week against Eastern District. Doesn't get any closer than this one, mate.
We did say to the listeners that 1 versus 2 was going to be a good game to go watch, and it should have been. It couldn't get any closer. A tied match. First I've ever had that actually stayed that way.
Got to get the terminology right here. It's not a draw. It's a tie, a genuine tie. So, yes. 7 for 188 batting first, mate. I'm going to put the blame on you. You were too slow. 37 from 76. Just accumulated your runs far too slowly and cost your team a win.
It's funny you should mention that, Regs, because I also dropped 2 catches late in the game in the outfield.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I said to the captain at the time, I'm an infielder, I'm not an outfielder, and the bloke that went on to make 49 not out, Brad Hudson's his name, he's a good man. He hit 2 straight to me at deep cow with about 8 to 10 overs to go, and I grasped both of them and then went up and had a little chat to the captain. I said, I think I need to be back in the infield. And he goes, I think that's a very good idea.
So who were you buying jugs for at the end of that? Who was the bowler?
He was also the bowler.
Oh, these things happen, mate. No, was far from a poor effort. You held up your end while Mossy went berserk. He 86 off 73, had the best seats in the house for that.
Mate, first hit since last grand final. That man is a freak. At one stage, I was batting with him, and I'd been out there for a while, and I was seeing the ball all right, and I got a little full tosser. I thought, beautiful, I'll donk that over the line. I got caught, and then he tripped over the line, so threw it back in, and I hit that out of the middle. And then 2 overs later, Mossy scratching around has hit one off the toe of his bat that went 3/4 way up the hill for 6.
Oh, boy. Oh, well, with the ball for Eastern District, it was their opening bowler, that man who's also their opening batter, Goldsworthy, 3 for 17 from 9 overs, so he can do it at both disciplines, and he did some damage with the bat as well.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's been a good player for a long time, and he had a good day. He thinks he got out after a fairly solid inside edge. Now, whether that's true or not, we're not sure, but I've heard a few from our side say, yeah, they thought he hit it, and then a couple say, no, he definitely hit the ground, so he's just one of those ones.
Well, talk about with the ball, Mossy again backing up there, 3 for 32 from his 10, so those two can fight it out for man of the match honours, but we've got to talk about Hudson, who was the man you dropped a couple of times, 49 not. He was obviously caught at the non-striker's end on the last ball of the innings. How did it go? What happened?
So we were lucky enough, or good enough, however you want to put it. We were able to get him off strike. Worked well for us. But then a young fella came in, young Aidan Hickman, who's going to be a very promising young cricketer. And the first he faced, we put a fair bit of pressure on, as you could imagine, Reed. He was able to donkey drop us over cow for 2, which got them to the draw. They needed 3 off 2 balls, and he got 2, which made it a tie. And then we were able to get him, I think it come off his pad back onto his stump, the last ball. So he did a very good job to get that first 2, but we were good enough to get the wicket in the last ball and leave it a tie.
Never mind, mate. It's better than a loss. A cracking game of cricket. Can't wait to see you guys play each other again later in the season. We should have a look at the other matches too. Maitland, Sunbury. Let's go there. Sunbury batted first, 7 for 154.
Absolutely, and they welcomed back one of their favourite sons, young Blake Gucci, which we were not aware of at the time when we made our predictions last week. So we'd predicted that Maitland were going to get the job done there, but Sunbury boys have come through the goods. They got their favourite son back. He had a good day, both with the ball and the bat, and they were able to get Maitland out for 149.
What about that? So a 5-run win for the Sunbury boys, bowling out Maitland for 149, and they lost their last few wickets pretty quickly. They were cruising along there, I guess you'd say, at 7 for 134. Not too many more to get, but 3 balls to go in the innings and bowled out. That's the way it goes. Unfortunately, our corny pointers couldn't continue on, mate. They ran into a fairly red-hot Midlinton who won the toss and batted first and made 6 for 167, and that was a bridge too far.
Absolutely. I thought they'd come good. They'd had 3 in a row. But as you said, Middleton's far too good. They've been a good side for a long time. Their class came through in the end.
Yeah, it was 46 from McPhail. Have I got that right? He didn't McPhail.
Yeah, we'll run with that.
I've got no idea how to pronounce that. PH normally makes an F. I'm going to go with that.
Dane's his first name. Let's run with Dane.
Dane. Well done, Dane. 46 for him. In reply, the Corny Pointers rolled for 81. Best with the pill. What about these bowling figures? Radmaker, 4 for 7 from 8.
Yeah, Rowdy's had a good day out there. Very awkward action there, old Rowdy. Straight leg, straight arm, but he can bowl. He gets them to come in hard and can also seam them away when he's having a good day, and he's had a very good day, 4 for 7.
Now, last game of the round, Port Victoria at home to Yorktown, and Yorktown batted first, which meant we were going to be in for a slightly longer day than probably we would have been had it gone the other way. 7 for 158 was always going to be too many, but Port Victoria did an okay job in the chase.
Absolutely, 5 for 125, and Toddy Twelvetree has been the man for Port Vic for a while with 44. Interestingly, though, for Yorktown, Cody Barlow, who's actually one of their bowlers, has been the top scorer for Yorktown with 36. So well done to Cody. But you'll like this. There's a little bit of a funny one in this game. My cricket, as everyone would know, listening to this show, has been very good in a lot of ways. We keep everyone up to date with the scores. Yes. Very bad in other ways. Their wives know when we finish, and all of a sudden we come to the old, we finished at 6:30, and that's why we're not getting home to 8, because we had to have a couple of beers. The wives now go, no, you finished at 3. What's happened there for the rest of the time? But Oddie Twelvetree, so he's made 44, and he's been completely stitched up by one of his teammates. So we're sitting at Caramalka Oval, and we've come off the ground, and we've gone through the other results like everyone does. And Todd Twelvetree's been out obstructing field. Someone yelled out, what's obstructing field meant? And we've all had a discussion over it, and we think, well, he's obviously jumped in front of the ball while it's been thrown at the stumps, or he's run in front of the catch that's about to happen, or something like that. Anyway, it got the better of me, so I rang him on the way home and said, Toddy, how the hell did you get out of obstructing field? He goes, Biddy, I seen that myself. I don't know what's going on there. I was caught behind and I walked. So one of his teammates, and kudos to him, and I'll buy the man a beer. That is absolutely brilliant. Stitch up of the year.
Oh, well done. We have to find out more info on that. Well done to whoever was in charge of the iPad for Port Victoria at the time of Toddy's dismissal.
Exactly.
There's a beer coming his way. Let's have a look at what's coming up this week. Round 7 of matches. Where is this season going? Now, are you able to play at Stansbury this week?
We will be playing at Stansbury this week, Greg.
Excellent. All right, so you got Maitland. Are you making the journey on to have a hit?
Certainly am. Yes. No. We'll be there. We'll be having a crack. With a bit of luck, this weather holds out. They are talking the rain coming through, but we'll wait and see.
We will. Let's assume we're going to get a hit. Maitland have been struggling at the moment, but traditionally you guys always have a tight tussle.
They're a very good side, yeah. Their list is good. I can't believe they're in the position they're in at the moment, but we're expecting a very, very good game of cricket.
Sunbury, Midlandson, here's an interesting game. The Sunbury boys, bit of form at the moment. Midlandson going quite well. You'd have to give that to the away team.
I, at this stage, will, but as we discussed just previously, depends what Sunbury boys roll up with. If Blake Gucci's there, who knows? But yes, I'm with you. I think Midlandson will get the job done here.
Back-to-back games at Caramalka, East Districts taking on Port Victoria, and on the back of the game that you two put together last week, they should have a bit of confidence about them and probably should win.
I think so. They're a good side, and their best players are playing pretty well at the moment. So, no, I think Eastern Districts will do that one relatively easily.
And the final match to talk about will be at Yorktown Oval, where Waruka will come to town after a week off last week, taking on Yorktown. Who wins that one?
Yeah, that's probably the toss of the coin job. Yorktown's a bit indifferent their form at the moment. Waruka has been struggling to start with, but we'll run with Yorktown just based on their best form has been good enough.
And I'll be honest, I don't care about any of it because my boys, Corny Point, have got the weekend off. They've got the bye.
The Pointers are having a week off. They'll be doing a bit of crayfishing, and let's hope they get a decent bag ready for Christmas, Rick.
Spot on. Let's hope they do. Might have to just sneak on down there and have a look very, very shortly. But Good luck to you and everyone having a hit this weekend in Lower Yorke Peninsula Cricket. Got anything else for us before we wrap it?
No, I think we've covered most bases tonight, Regs, and I'll hopefully have a little bit more goss from this round next week.
Look forward to it, Pitty. All the best, mate.
Thanks, Regs.